Bezat Hashem, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. We continue Yom Chamishi Shel Parashat Miketz with the fifth Aliyah. We're going to discuss, try to finish up the whole parasha. This a few minutes that we have. So yesterday we said that there's a lot of problems in this whole entire parasha. How is it possible? Here you have a stranger who's not a stranger really. Sachakol, 22 years he didn't see his brothers. He didn't leave them when he was 5 years old, 17 years old, so he didn't have a beard. Okay. But the voice is still there. The language, the nigun, the pattern of speech is still there. What would happen? I mean, there's a note. Next time. Anyway, so what happened? The Chazal teaches that the Yosef's brothers, they were in the denial state. They were in denial state. They didn't want to accept Yosef as a shalit. Remember what it said in the beginning? They were jealous of him. They were jealous of the way that the things are breaking out. And now that to hear et Elohim anira, Paro, a second to the hand of Paro, standing in control of Egypt, he's telling them, I'm afraid of God. What God? What are you talking about? He didn't say God, the name of Avodah Zarah. He said Elohim. What was the name Hashem created this world with? Elohim. And he's talking to them like a Jew. And yet they're closed eyes. More than that, he sent them back after, right, to go bring the Binyamin, because he remembered the dream that he had all 11 brothers in front of him. And here, the coming back, right? So they go back, they go home. All of a sudden they find out all the money is back in their sacks. Rebbeinu Shalom, how much denial can you be? They take everything back to Yaakov, and then they tell Yaakov the whole story. And Yaakov is like perplexed. What's going on here, guys? Who is this guy? No, he called us right away spies. We know that that's the best way to get rid of questions. You just accuse people of spying. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody. Otherwise, if they were just few questions, who is this guy? Everybody told him he was a slave. Everybody knew in Egypt Yosef was a slave, and now he became the shalit. And now he became the second in command. So Yosef, very, very smart, he accused them of spying. But nevertheless, now they bring back the Binyamin. What's happening there? Do you know that Egyptians would not eat bread with Jews? So they never ate bread with Joseph. Joseph was there for 9 years controlling the whole Egypt. They wouldn't eat bread with him. Because it's a davar ma'us. To eat with a Jew. Mazer. Yeah, it's displeasing. Displeasing. No. That's the way it was. That the Egyptians didn't want to eat bread with Jews. And it says, what did he do? Yosef HaTzadik set everybody in a table, just like in their father's house. Reuben was the head of the table. Reuben, Shimon, by order. And then Yosef says, here I know there's somebody missing. I don't have a brother. Binyamin doesn't have a brother. Let me sit next to him. Yosef sat in the same place he sat in the house of Yaakov. That's how they saw it. And they see Yosef there. They cannot come to grips that Yosef became a king. In full denial. They're still denying it. Why? Some people today get upset. They call people conspiracy theorists. One of them is me. They call me, I'm the conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy, choshvim, shekach hakara, en chochechot. Meaning in reality today, the whole world is conspiracy theory. The whole newspaper, media, everything mainstream is conspiracy theory. Even the rabbi yesterday, you saw the rabbi was. Rabbi got upset with me. Rabbi says, we still have a din of mirta. I said, no. We don't have laws of mirta because the governments in 1992 decided to kill the people of the world. They want to depopulate. But the mainstream, the Talmidei Chachamim don't want to accept it. Why? Because we need something concrete. I don't know what that means. Again, the world today is they want to say they want to kill people. And here you have a vice president in America, Kamala Harris. The Kamala's right? What is she saying? She's saying, we're producing electric cars. People don't understand. You're driving an Electra, the Tesla, you're in a microwave.
GPS.
No, you're in a microwave. Yeah. It's like you put it inside a microwave and it's cooking you. People don't understand that. People tell me, people have headaches after driving Tesla.
Radiation.
They have headaches, crazy headaches.
Computers and phones.
The radiations are crazy there. And she says, we have to depopulate the world live on television because the grandchildren should breathe better. There's too many people in the world. In 1992, they signed a law. The world has too many people. And they're telling you that they want to kill people. How we have this halachot today, they're not shayach today. Halacha of mirta is not shayach today at all. Fear of government. There is no fear of government. The government wants to kill you, and the business owners, they don't care about you. For them, let's just say very simple. If somebody produces 1 billion cookies a month, okay? 1 billion cookies. They sell more than that. So that company, one ingredient that they save money on, if they save 50 cents on the ingredient, how much money they save? On 1 billion cookies. How much you think? Okay, it could be $50 million right there. 50 cents on one ingredient. So what are you telling me? No, there's mirta. They're afraid to put something extra because OU is going to come maybe in 3 months. Maybe it will come in any moment. Do me a favor, they'll swallow the hit. For $50 million, they'll get a ticket. They'll get a fine. What's the fine in FDA? You know what a fine means?
Prison.
Nothing. No, fine means you pay the fine and they're ready to pay the fine to the FDA. They don't care. Because the money they make until they found it, again, imagine yourself 1 billion cookies a month. And if they'll catch you, maybe it'll catch you in 5 years. You saved $50 million a month. Now FDA caught you, you did some kind of trick, you put some kind of other ingredient that they didn't know. Now they're gonna fine you. How much is the fine? $100 million.
You're gonna pay the fine instead of
$100 million.
Yeah.
$100 million. There is no imprisonment anymore.
No, but they will threaten. They'll use that.
Excuse me.
Tactics.
Doesn't matter. Again, why wouldn't I pay $100 million fine when in the last 50 months I made $2.5 billion extra? I saved money. Of course, I'll pay $100 million fine.
It's called blackmail.
So I don't know. What are you talking about?
They blackmail.
There is no blackmail. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm talking about one thing. You're talking about something else. I'm telling you, the company will pay a fine if they don't care about the fine. Okay, what is mirta? You understand what mirta is?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Obviously, you don't. Mirta means like this. The Rabbanim today, OU, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, Rabbi, the Rav spoke about it yesterday. We had a fight with yesterday with the Rav. Argument. The Rabbanim hold of fear of government. The government of implementing fines is enough to have a chazakah that the food is not going to have anything not kosher. So I'm arguing with this Rabbanim and I say you're wrong. You can't have that mirta because the companies don't care about the fines anymore. They don't care. They make more money. All they have to do is save one ingredient. They could exchange lard for fat. Lard costs, let's say, $10 a barrel. Fat, kosher fat, costs $50 a barrel. You know that's $40. How many times they save over? So they'll get a fine in 5 years from now, maybe. So all this chazakah, hashgacha is no good anymore. It's all doesn't work today anymore. So that's what Rabbi Chagag yesterday said I'm wrong. Rabbi Chagag says, no, still there is fear. Okay, where's the fear? So now a lot of people call people like me conspiracy theorists. But what do you mean conspiracy theorists? We see courts day in and day out. These fines are day and night. They're lying. They're lying. They don't care about it. They don't care about fines. So now the question is, the people who are being, right now everybody's finding out the whole FDA business is fake. We thought FDA is something important. Federal Drug and Bureau Investigation. Yeah, they're fair. The whole thing is, no, forget about general. They're all fake.
Yeah, 100%.
There is no fear. There's no. So now, so the question is, how come many rabbis are going to accept it? Because how can we go against what we believed? That's what Yosef Tzadik's brothers are. They're saying, how can we go against the reality? We believe the reality. Yosef will not be the king. Yosef's standing in front of you. He's sitting in his seat in the house, in the same table. Reuben, Binyamin, Yosef sitting next to Binyamin. And they're looking everything. They don't understand. And Yosef is saying, I know, Binyamin has no brother. What do you mean, brother? Who are all this here? No, he doesn't have a brother from the mother. I also have the same problem. And he's telling them I'm Yosef, technically. And they're still closing their ears. It's a cold. People will not admit the facts when it hurts their bottom line. What's the bottom line? Rav Steinman, the Rosh Yeshiva Zucht, always said, everything in this world is about gava, pride. I will never be wrong. It's staring you in your face. It's looking to you in your eyes.
Wrong.
You're wrong. No, I will never be wrong. And hopefully we're learning this Torah. The whole point of Torah is to point out to us, this is not a way to live. And in the end, when Yosef, what happened? We'll learn next week's Parshah, they all died. When Yosef revealed they all died on the spot, out of shock.
No, the souls came out.
You hear what's going on?
Bodies.
We'll discuss that next week. Have a wonderful Shabbat, everybody.
Oh.